Hello guys, we're gonna review Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor today. This title is best described as a game who offers you 100 different ways to kill 1 million of orc and uruks and have a great fun while you're doing it. Uh, Monolith and Warner Bros. Have decided to make a unique combination for a game by mixing Batman Arkham series playstyle and combat and the open world movement and parkour elements from Assassin's Creed. Have they succeeded though? Yes, but not entirely since they failed on other stuff. So let's begin with the review for Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. The first section is the story. The story is set in Mordor between time of Hobbit and Lord of the Ring movies. You'll play as a ranger named Talion who gets assassinated at the beginning of the game along with his wife and son. In the moment of his death, Talion doesn't go to heaven, but instead remains in Mordor, sharing his body with his new friend as they share their curse, which binds them. Sorry. Talion's goal is to avenge his family by killing Sauron's lieutenants, and his friend Celebrimbor's goal remains a mystery till Act 2 of the game. I won't spoil anything, but the story is mediocre at its best, and you stop caring after Act 2. It lacks what I call soul and spirit, something to move you. Maybe it's because of the voice acting, maybe because the story is very obvious and predictable. Uh, Very linear story with same outcome and only one ending. The story is 5 out of 10 in my book. The next section is game time. In one playthrough, the last playthrough, when I played the game. It took me 12 hours to finish this game along with the DLCs, so combined. If you plan to play challenge missions along with the main story, it will take you around 20 to 25 hours to beat the whole game. On my very first playthrough when the game came out, it took me around 20 hours. On my last playthrough it took me 12, so the game time here is solid for AAA title, and let's give it a 7 out of 10. Game bugs, there were some, yeah, but nothing game breaking. Maybe 6 to 8 crashes too, and that's it in 12 hours. For the game of this size, it's painful to see any crashes or bugs, and fair score would be a 5 out of 10 from my personal experience. The next section are the maps. We have only two. Yes, two. Two and a half, let's call it. The last map is very small. Uh, Two bigs and one small. Basically, we have Mordor in ashes, brown Mordor in the first act, and Mordor in grass, green Mordor in second act. DLCs are using the same maps from vanilla version too. Devs were very lazy, and we have very little diversity too in those maps. And I have to give it a 5 out of 10 again. Maps are quite similar to Assassin's Creed maps too, so 5 out of 10, it's a ripoff. Graphics, for the next section, this game is not that well optimized. Graphics are nice, it's fun, the game runs smooth, but it takes a lot of your system resources for, let's call them mediocre graphics. Face animations are mediocre, environments are empty and shallow, same colors, and buildings are repeating here non-stop, and if you pay attention on your PC usage during the gameplay, you'll notice that your CPU, RAM, and GPU are oscillating a lot from 50% to 95% non-stop. As I said, it's not optimized well. It tortures your PC for mediocre graphics. It's unacceptable. 5 out of 10 again, and I'm generous with that score. Now the most important part is the gameplay. Um, it's the part where this game shines the most, for sure. Yeah, you get to kill orcs. Their captains and war chiefs claim territory by manipulating and branding orcs and uruks, and it's a nice idea, and it's, let's call it, well executed here. The game has autosaves every time you free an imaginative tower that only Celebrimbor can see. The game has autosaves every time. Also, when you quit the game, you'll continue from that spot. If you die, orcs gain level and get stronger by advancing through their ranks. Kill them by exploiting their weak spots with interrogations and intel. That's about it. If what else remains? Oh yeah, about the game. It's a very linear open world game. It's disguised only as an open world game, but it's actually a mini box full with nothingness and orcs. That's how it is. You'll discover relics and artifacts. You will discover hidden elvish words. Something like those fool's errands quests from Assassin's Creed. You're collecting stuff basically without knowing why you're doing it. It's very hard to explain actually. Again, a ripoff, but a bad ripoff. Uh, you will fight with your sword, often with 10 to 20, sometimes even more than 50 orcs at the same time. You'll kill orcs silently with your dagger or brutalize them with it by scaring the other orcs. You will shoot from your bow, killing orcs from distance, killing them silently also. You have main quests here, golem memory quests, side quests, free the slaves, repetitive stuff, very, very repetitive stuff, and forge the legend of your sword, dagger, and bow quests. Example, for a sword, you brawl with a lot of orcs. For dagger, you get like dispose silently of 10 orcs and your dagger upgrades. You get some Miriam for it, and that's it. Bow, same. Kill 50 opponents in 2 minutes, for example. This game offers like 100 ways on how to hack and slash, chop the orcs to pieces, laughing and enjoying while you're doing it. Heads, arms, legs will fly, blood all over the place, and you'll have fun for the first 10 hours by doing it. After that, it also becomes repetitive. The first 10 hours were fine. The gameplay score would be a 9 out of 10, to be honest. But since it's a ripoff from Batman Arkham series and Assassin's Creed series, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It was fun, got bored fast, and it's a fact. 7 out of 10 for gameplay. Next section is itemization. You'll only collect runes here, again for your sword, dagger, and bow. You'll gain them by killing a captain or a war chief. Runes will give you more damage or percentage on kill, recover something like elf shots, HP, fear enemies when killing them in a specific way. That's it, nothing else in itemization. Very poor, to be honest. 5 out of 10 again. Next section is leveling. You gain XP by completing quests and killing orcs. You invest into a skill tree, active and passive spells again for your sword, dagger, and bow. Gain more damage on combos, press in correct order to gain even more damage, execute orcs faster, dash faster, run faster, throw daggers, stun enemies when you jump over their heads, those type of skills in the skill tree. Um, what else? You will also buy additional rune slots for your sword, dagger, and bow again by spending in-game coin called Miriam. You'll upgrade your health, your elf shots, 3 special abilities that you will use for only 2 hours at the end of the game cause they're fucking OP, and you'll buy upgrades, additional rune slots for your, guess what, sword, dagger, and bow again. 7 out of 10 for leveling. That's life. And the last section, music and sound. Now, it's fine, nothing special, music is forgettable, but not annoying. Sound effects are good here, chopping orcs, explosive shots, and effects are very well done, to be honest. The best here is voice acting, but on Orc Captain's main character voice actor was boring, and dull. Celebrimbor was a bit better though, just a bit. At least Gollum, Smeagol, whatever you like to call him, was good. He annoys me a lot though, but I gotta say he was as I remember him in the movies. Same or similar voice and same irritating Smeagol. 8 out of 10 here, only because of Orc Captains and War Chief voice acting. So the final verdict. With 10 different sections, we have 5.4 as the overall score. I'll round it up with 6 out of 10, only because it's Lord of the Rings universe. Would be way much higher if it wasn't a ripoff of Arkham series and Assassin's Creed series and its parkour stuff. I believe it's fair to say I have fun with this game, but only for a short period of time, and only when slashing orcs. When I was outside of combat, I was bored to death. Now, mark my words for the upcoming Shadow of War. We're going to have the same game on a bigger map and on a bigger scale, with even more orcs and more different ways to kill them, and that's gonna be it. Nothing else. Some of the famous review sites gave this game a 9 or 9.5 out of 10. That's the same score they gave to Bioshock, Last of Us, Dark Souls, and Witcher 3. Are they fucking real? This game is solid. It's good. It's like as it says here, it's slightly above average, but it can't go into the same basket with Witcher, Bioshock, and Dark Souls. Fuck it. This was my fair score for the game. And that's it for Shadow of Mordor. I'll see you on the next one, guys.